meeting and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right?
Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph.
All good, man. I'm always waiting for the little thing to pop up that you're joining. I probably wouldn't be on for too long anyways tonight. Gonna be playing Halo again. But I wanted to continue, finally finish up the main quest for the final time. See ya, dude.
Everyone in the Commonwealth will know. The Minutemen are back.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Here I am.
I'm Ronnie. At least...
Uh-huh. Glad to meet you.
Well...
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to... So what's your story?
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen.
I've heard some good things. Now that I'm here...
We can always use more.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm probably the... All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. Good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
Easier said than done.
Don't worry. I've got an idea. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion. Tunnel leading from here to the armory. This tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it. Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through. Cricket! He's on the fritz! Look out!
Hey,
You say the word.
For the Commonwealth. Ah, darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it. Ah, that explains all the landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined up. Must have gotten... trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. The fight is done, and the Minutemen live on. There's no point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, we're almost... Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies are left. Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
I have to admit, Ronnie.
Oh, all right.
Hey,
Dude.
hey there.
Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built... It's good to see artillery here again. Now here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close, but their range is impressive. That's what the smoke grenades are for. Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery in range, we'll confirm over the radio and target our fire on your smoke. But first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to radio freedom so we can confirm we're ready. All right, General, we can hear we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and start a test fire.
gotta hand it to you, General. You've really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
Yeah, she definitely knows how to take charge.
Ha! I'd heard stories. The fact that she's... I'll let you know if I hear of it. In the meantime...
From what I hear, that rogue synth Libertalia was a real... Don't menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Nothing to report, sir.
I've been looking for you.
Is it time? Once we act, we have committed.
Something about
There will be no going back.
Disappearing?
Everything's ready. It's time.
Good. We'll need to clear this room before I can do more.
Apparently the SRB can't. Dr. Ayo's been on a tear lately trying to get to the bottom of it.
What do you think?
It's gotta be someone on the inside. And when Ayo finds out who, there'll be hell to pay.
Fight for our freedom, and we will do it. I already have the coordinates. I simply need to update the relay. And your companions will arrive in a moment.
onto us, they will be within seconds. A response would be appreciated.
It's time to free the synths.
In this single hour, we could rescue more synths than we have in our entire history. Make every moment count. But first, take this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Tinker Tom's rigged it to take out the reactor and anything else within a few hundred yards of it. We get you down there, you plant it, and we run like hell. When we get to a safe distance, we detonate it remotely. Then the whole Institute goes up like a candle, and the synths stay free, forever. This is the moment where we make history. Tom, I need you to get that relay working as fast as humanly possible. You'll need to pull us out once we're done with the reactor, and send out anyone that's unarmed. Institute personnel included.
You got it, boss.
All right, let's move. Is this really it? I somehow thought the technology would be more impressive.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Welcome back.
Contact detected.
Okay, so there's no bobbleheads in here. We're chilling. I'm just doing the railroad ending currently. So the final ending, finish everything else. Yep, I just had a save set up to do them all.
Someone help! Thought I saw something.
Attacking hostile.
Hello? Hello? If you can hear me, I got the floor plan. Advanced Systems Lab. That's where the reactor is, and where you gotta go. But the doors are locked, and I can't override from here. That command has to come from the director's personal terminal. You understand? You've got to do that part yourself.
You must hold the concourse. Tell the removal team to hurry. Get every one of our people out of there. The human isn't actively hostile. Direct them to the relay room. The less violence, the better.
No, I know. It's just minor little differences, but this time around I won't have an evil ending. I won't have wasted all my ammo and all my other shit just to get to the ending. No, I was definitely still planning on killing this guy.
I didn't expect to see you again.
I'll let him
You
speak
had me
first.
fooled. I really believed you were on our side.
Sean.
You're sorry. You can't be that sorry if you're here going through with it. It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
It's for the greater good. The Commonwealth deserves to determine its own fate.
Spare me. You've spent time up there. You know as well as I that it's doomed. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Help me. And I promise I'll protect any survivors to the best of my ability.
Very well. The terminal behind me. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Honestly, this man just gets vaporized anyways. Don't need to waste a bullet.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation.
Hell yeah! Access granted. Now you should be able to reach the reactor. Scents are pouring through up here. We won't leave without you. Don't worry.
You must be terminated. Sure you want to do that.
Must be terminated.
Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31.
Well, when you end up playing 3 in New Vegas, you'll see how amazing speech checks are in those games.
Nothing.
Especially New Vegas. You can literally beat the whole game without fucking killing basically anything.
Someone help!
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31.
Blue, we're not alone.
I would say yes, if that's something you want to do, if you like running a speech, charisma, intelligence kind of build.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
I'm a freak for guns, so I still run intelligence, charisma builds, but I don't know, I like shooting people I don't like. With some exceptions. Like my father up there, since he's gonna get vaporized anyways, so it doesn't matter if I shoot him. What the fuck? Yo. Little shitbag. Oh my god. Fucking railroad agent getting up. This is what you shot at me, bro? Yup. As if I need limb damage when it kills him in one fucking hit. Why not?
Get the hell out of here.
Desdemona.
Tom, can you hear me? We're done down here. Pull us back up. Time to get out of here. Well done, Tom. Let's get out of here while we can.
I'm with you, boss, but this kid showed up. He says he's Whisperer's son.
Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation.
I mean, you've known her forever.
Please,
Makes sense to me,
don't
homie.
leave me here. I want to go with you.
All right.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yes, I mean it.
I'm glad you were here to save me.
I'll get all this tech stuff figured out. You
Please
just take care of the
proceed
reactor.
to your assigned evacuation point.
All right,
Thank
Tom.
you for your cooperation.
Fire it up.
You got it. Okay, you set right. Okay, we're ready to get out of here.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
It's all set to take you and Des to the detonation site. Then I'll rig it to send me and the kid here back to HQ right after.
Don't worry, we'll look after him. Get him some better clothes, too.
Thanks.
Let's go before this whole place goes thermonuclear.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation.
So indeed, good sir. Ah, my favorite explosion. Yet again.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes. Desdemona.
And so, the mighty have fallen. Dozens of years, countless sacrifices. It all paid off, thanks to you. Deacon says this was his plan all along.
Who knows? Maybe he did plan it all.
Some things even Deacon can't do. Maybe. In days gone by, when us old-timers waxed rhapsodic about life without the Institute, we recognized our work wouldn't end immediately. Hate runs deep in the Commonwealth, deeper than the soil. To them, synths are the living embodiment of the Institute's oppression. I'd understand if you want a much-needed vacation. But are you up for the next mission, Whisper?
I was born ready.
I'd expect nothing less. Our safe houses will be bursting with synths, seeking a better life outside the Commonwealth. Not everyone in the Institute died. We'd be foolish to think there won't be retaliation. Come back to the HQ, and lead the last of our people to freedom.
All of you.
We've rescued enough of your people over the years. You don't have to say anything.
We will protect them. Are we safe?
Just because you're out of the Institute doesn't mean you're safe. Or the Railroad's job is over. There's a lot of work ahead of us. But together, we'll get there.
Friend, are you a human being now? Yes, sir.
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude. Of my lab. Or help yourself to any of this junk if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments.
Do you smell that?
Excuse me. The radio signal from the Institute isn't coming in anymore. Something happened, didn't it? Something terrible.
I'm sorry, Virgil. The Institute's gone. Destroyed.
Oh, God. The Institute had done some questionable things, but all those people... I think maybe you should go. For good. I think you should leave.
Protect and serve.
I don't want visitors. Just please. don't want visitors.
I guess he still had friends there, but... Definitely still a little bit down, but that's okay.
I think someone was using this as a trash can.
Okay, did that one idiot, Mr. Deacon, leave that shit out here? If that's the case, Piper, you're going into that suit.
Wait, keep your head down. Over here.
Oh, these guys all respawned? Hello? Oh, Piper.
Hey.
What can I do? Yep.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of you, aren't there? For now.
Open up, big boy.
I'm hit.
It's okay, whatever. Now.
Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. That means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll take a post at the top of the wall near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
Man the hull! Something's out there.
Avery.
Your help
You
won't
sure
be
you
forgotten.
saw something?
This ain't a drill.
Hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone.
Gate. Open the gate! I've got wounded out here.
No time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Helpers! Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Trouble.
Look at all the blood.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. We're clear.
Well done, all. Open the gate.
Captain.
And now you see what we're up against. Fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. For your help when we needed it. You deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, it must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. Fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right?
She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need
Yes,
help.
sir. Very
And
good
let
night
me
to
say
you.
something you might not hear again. Thank you.
You ain't long for this world. Where are my guns now? Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends...
Alan.
Huh, the mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us Harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the children of Adam or worse get you.
What's your problem with the children of Adam?
We should have gunned those bastards down the moment they set foot here. Instead, we let them in. All in secret from wherever they're holed up. They've been feeding the fog. Getting it stronger. Strong enough to push us all out of our homesteads. Further and further until it's a wonder we're not all drowned in the ocean.
You have any proof that they've fed the fog?
Proof? We wait for that and we might as well pull the trigger ourselves. Look, my daddy's time, the fog was a nuisance. Something you avoided. Now every day it gets stronger. It's like the fires of hell out there. Because of the children.
Hey, you're just as crazy as them, man. No proof.
Not interested.
Then beat it.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations. Even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy. Took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since. Killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Eat it? Late shop, Scott. Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman. The only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Guns, guns.
have to get messy. What were you doing up there in my camp?
Easy there, big fella. I was just looking around.
Oh, I'm plenty calm, considering you invaded my...
Where you going, bro? Of course. Let's see if it resets. If not, I'm gonna have to fucking revert back to that save. Really, man?
Looking to trade?
So, why don't you hate humans like the rest of your kind seem to?
Started seeing things more clearly when we came here. Who knows? Maybe it's the fog. I just don't see what the point of us all killing each other is.
Did you train these dogs?
Yeah, as guard dogs. Not all can be trained, though. Most are used to being kicked or shot at. I can only manage a few at a time, though. So unless I find a new home for one of them, I can't really take on any more.
You just live out here by yourself?
My kind are mostly stupid brutes. Used to trade with a couple people in Far Harbor, but they don't leave the settlement much these days. The rest of the people on the island are worse.
Got any tips about the island?
There's a lighthouse on the south end of the island. Big family of trappers lives there.
Nothing.
Okay, Erickson is very chill. What you got hidden up here, Erickson?
Yes.
Chill enough that I won't steal from you. Ow, what the fuck?
Got it.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you. Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they're very worried.
Let's talk about my compensation first.
Well, I can assure you our patrons have an amount set aside for such contingencies as this. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, detective.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glorious defeat, the artistry?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra,
You have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse. If I may.
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is
just
to you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting. But the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
That the Commonwealth is finally safe.
Exactly. It means no more kidnappings. No more sleepless nights, terrified your neighbors plotting against you. No more fear, thanks to you. We don't have to be afraid anymore.
They don't have to be afraid thanks to us. I never could have done this by myself.
True. But the Institute was around for a long time before you got here. Not anymore. Welcome to day one of the new Commonwealth.
Yes. Baseball bat. Huh. What is this doing here?
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Damn, Piper, okay.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Is this blood?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh, no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here.
To us all. I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl. But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do? Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow. Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but never let us go. Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us. No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. 2 lovers together with a bullet for each of them. Oh, God. Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now. Fine. I'm going to the beach. Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. Well, if anyone could figure out
Sweet. Are these plastic? Why would he have plastic skulls? Got it. Nice. Bingo. Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks. Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
to the Vault 118 gift shop. Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. Perhaps you'd better speak with Maxwell for that. Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Forgot a personal item at home.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know if you...
devotee at the arts, does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art and life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Perhaps, if all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
I don't know. It looks kind of like a face. That spot is the eye. The red blotch is its hair, and it's sticking its tongue out.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself this way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction. No up or down. The world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. It must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Well, that's certainly a projected interpretation. Ah, well, Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man? My fellow connoisseur of the arts, here to see my latest work.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus' torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Well now, if it isn't the parade detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
You're not so bad yourself.
You should have seen me before all this. Red hair that was the envy of every girl and legs for days, darling. I'm sure you'd rather hear some of my stories from the silver screen rather than talk about that nasty murder business.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset?
Sounds good, detective. That was great, detective, but we probably shouldn't make a habit of this. Catch you later, Tiger. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career, or something else?
Tell me something.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, Detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the Overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds. Said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Maybe later.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
Protect and serve.
Only opens with a key. Would need the key.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the Overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. I mean, it is still classified, but I wanted to help with the investigation. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then. Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to Mansion.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective. Oh. Of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix and I'm sure I can figure that.
No. No, it's not that. I've just got it on gold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Not this again. Do you have the voices?
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but robotics is
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to be right. Mr. Parker?
Ezra was embezzling your money. That's why you killed him and framed Keith.
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Ezra? You're alive.
Well, congratulations on catching up, Detective. Yes, I've been masquerading as Juliana for some time now.
What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape.
Well, how is this going to go down?
Okay, I'll let you go.
Well, I'm glad you've decided to be all right, Detective. Tell Maxwell that it's over and get your reward. Then I'll make my way out when things have died down.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found Ezra. He killed Juliana, and he's been impersonating her.
Oh, my. I'll notify the staff and we can put an end to this once and for all. You must be bloody stupid if you can't hide.
Free fire zone. Normal law and order has been restored.
Got him. It's finally over. There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Sure thing.
Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. Family's too precious. What kind of life is she gonna have if I never go near her again? It's just... Sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with a nosy reporter.
Yeah, but you're my kind of nosy.
You're the exception. I haven't exactly made a lot of friends in this career. I just wanted to right the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act of desperation than anything else. Turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening.
Seriously? One bookcase? Not even some tape?
No, but now you can't even tell where the hole was. Brick, real mortar, the works. All because of the paper. When that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, things changed. People didn't want to talk the way they used to. It seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper, friend and confidant, to Piper, the nosy snoop. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since. It started to feel like the only person I could count on was my little sis.
I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Maybe not, but the result's still the same. Or it was. Until you came along. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life for a long time, Blue. I just never expected I'd actually get them. So thank you for being the friend I can count on.
I feel the same way. There's no one I'd rather have watching my back.
And I'll be there for you, as long as you'll have me. Now, come on, let's hit the road.
to the two of you lads that are still in here. I'll be calling it a night for right now. As always, if you're new or if you're returning, I stream usually around the same time every single day. It's around the 5 p.m. Central Mountain Time. Though, I will also say I don't just stream Fallout. It's what I'm playing right now. I'm trying to get all the achievements for it. I did the same with the Metro games. But, once new stuff gets released, I will be streaming and playing that. Regardless, thank you for being here, man. Nothing but peace and love to all of you.